Setting big goals is easy. It's figuring out how to break them down and stay focused without getting completely overwhelmed. That's the tough part. But what if I told you there's a way to set massive goals without drowning in the details, without losing sight of the bigger picture? Stay with me, because I'm going to show you how I set bigger goals without getting lost in the weeds, and how you can do it too. There's something really important that I'll share soon that could completely change how you approach your goals moving forward. Let's start by looking at how most people approach goal setting. They tend to focus way too much on the tiny details from the start. They'll outline every single step, get bogged down by tasks, and then they wonder why they never seem to make progress. This is a trap, and I've fallen for it myself plenty of times. But here's the thing. You don't have to know every little thing before you even begin. In fact, that level of perfectionism is the fastest way to slow yourself down. Here's how I avoid it. When I set a big goal, I take a step back and remind myself that the details will reveal themselves as I make progress. Instead of obsessing over how I'm going to get to my goal, I focus on the bigger picture, on the end result, and the steps that are really going to move the needle. The key is to keep it simple, but ambitious. Start with clarity on the final outcome, then break it into manageable chunks, but don't try to map out every single step just yet. Here's why this works. Our brains crave progress. If you set a goal that's challenging but achievable, you'll stay motivated because you'll see that progress happening. But when you get caught up in the small details, that progress feels slower, and your motivation starts to fade. So I focus on progress, not perfection. Another thing I learned over the years, big goals need big vision, but they also need consistency. You can't just map out the perfect plan and expect it to work. You have to stay consistent. Now, here's a trick that has worked for me every time. I break my big goal into a few key actions that I know I can stick to daily or weekly. It's not about doing everything right away. It's about focusing on the most important things that will move me toward my goal. But let me tell you something most people won't. It's not about working harder. It's about working smarter. You don't need to throw yourself into every single little task you can think of. I used to be caught up in thinking that doing everything was the only way to succeed. But let's be real. That's how burnout happens. And if you get burned out, you're not going to hit any goal, let alone the big ones. Here's what's going to really help. Time blocking. If you can find 15 to 30 minutes each day and dedicate it to the one most important thing that moves you forward, you're already winning. You'll be amazed at how much you can accomplish with just a little bit of time each day, focused on your most impactful actions. And before I wrap this up, let me share one last thing that's absolutely crucial if you want to set bigger goals without getting lost in the details. You've got to track your progress, not obsessively, but regularly enough to remind yourself that you're heading in the right direction. Tracking gives you clarity, shows you what's working and what's not. And when you hit a milestone, celebrate it. It's those small wins that keep you on track for the bigger goal. So, here's the bottom line. Set bigger goals, but don't get trapped in the details. Focus on the bigger picture. Take consistent action on the key steps. Work smarter, not harder. Track your progress, and celebrate the small wins. If you found this video helpful, hit that subscribe button and support content that doesn't have hidden affiliate commissions or sales pitches. I'll see you in the next one.